It will soon be doomsday for Iran. Does that also mean doomsday for the United States of America? We'll explain here in just one moment. Donald Trump has said that Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he is sending Iran back to the Stone Age. Here we go. In a very eloquent Truth Social post, Tuesday will be power plant and bridge day, all wrapped up into one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straits, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, says Donald Trump. The praise be to Allah troll is really something spectacular. Anyway, Donald Trump followed that up with another threat here saying it's over unless you agree to peace terms. A peace deal fell apart this morning, allegedly. Apparently, the team is working furiously on it, but Donald Trump from the White House press day today...
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition by 12 o'clock. And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours if we wanted to. We don't want that to happen. We may even get involved with helping them rebuild their nation. And you know what? If that's the case, the last thing we want to do is start with power plants, which are among the most expensive thing, and bridges. You saw the bridge one. We were very close.
So Donald Trump is saying, okay, well, this might be what we have to do. He also talking about how Barack Hussein Obama practically handed them a nuclear weapon. And that got us thinking, like, exactly where is the Doomsday plane, right? There was a road to a nuclear weapon. Iran has nuclear material. And we saw this headline. Lo and behold, right when we started thinking about that, Trump's Doomsday plane spotted circling U.S. Nuclear War Command Center as Iran rejects ceasefire. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's going to happen here? Let's go ahead and see. President Trump's emergency command aircraft is currently circling above the U.S. base of America's Nuclear Command Center. The Boeing E-4B Night Watch, also known as the Doomsday plane, made several loops above the Offutt Air Base Center in Nebraska. This is the massive jet that serves as a flying command post for top officials, including the vice president. You can see what it looks like here. It's a spooky-looking plane, right? This is the Doomsday plane. It has everything that you would ever need if you were going to be flying at the time of some type of horrible, event, I suppose, right? Here's the guided tour of the Doomsday plane. Goodness. All right. Let's go ahead and see. What does it look like? Very Doomsday, right? Okay. There you go. I guess we've got we got a briefing room here. Got the command center and call centers. This is from 12 years ago, so presumably it's been updated. But anyway, this is, of course, where you would be in a nuclear event, something that we certainly don't want to see. What is the EB-4 Night Watch? The Doomsday plane is a highly modified U.S. Air Force aircraft, Boeing 747. It serves as the National Airborne Operations Center, providing a survivable airborne command post for the President, Secretary of Defense, Joint Chiefs of Staff. Its mission and role, it's a command and control and communications platform for the U.S. worldwide. It can direct military operations, execute emergency war orders, coordinate with the civilian authorities if a terrestrial infrastructure is destroyed. At least one aircraft remains on a 24/7 alert with global watch team ready to launch quickly at all times. It also supports the Secretary of Defense on international travel, a robust communication suite. This aircraft is not typically used for routine presidential transport. That's Air Force One's role. It is heavily hardened against electromagnetic pulses, effects from nuclear detonations, advanced satellite communications, the ability to stay aloft for extended period of time via aerial refueling with up to 150 hours with tanker support versus about 12 hours unrefueled. So this is very interesting times. This is what the plane itself looks like. Again, it has sort of a funny little knob up top. And it's been flying around. You can actually track it live, like right here. You you can see that it is flying currently right south, right over Lexington, Kentucky. There it goes. There you go. Is that over your house right now? Have you ever been to this area? It's beautiful, actually, this area. Maysville, south of Cincinnati, right over Lexington. This is where it's going, presumably back to Andrews Air Force Base. A lot of activity, though. So it departed from Andrews Air Force Base this morning, did a little loop around the country, just keeping the blood flowing, I guess. The Night Watch is out of Joint Andrews Air Force Base, out on a run. Look at the same day. This is, I guess just a heightened time that perhaps you would want to have one of these at the ready. Obviously, the president and the Secretary of War were in Washington, D.C. today, giving a press conference. Donald Trump has promised that tomorrow is going to be the big day. Is he going to make these orders from inside of that plane to make sure that everything goes very smoothly? I'm not sure. I don't know. We've seen quite a few terrorist attacks. I mean, I was obviously not here to spook anyone, but we've seen a lot of terrorist attacks since the onset of this war with Iran. Would the civilian devastation and decimation of all of this potentially lead to a reason that the president would have to be up in the Doomsday plane? I don't know exactly. Not sure. I just know that Donald Trump was throwing down today, and that we'll see if Iran has anything to say about this. They can barely defend their own country. Think about this, like, as I'm watching the plane fly over, as I'm watching this plane tracker, here's St. Louis, here's Chicago. Chicago is the second biggest city in America. This is like the equivalent of having Iranian forces. This is the equivalent of having Iranian forces flying over Chicago, crash landing somewhere between Chicago and St. Louis, and Iran setting up an airfield and extracting their pilot, and then nobody being able to get near him. What we just did in Iran, just proves that America has, in fact, has total and complete dominance over the nation. The question is, are you going to play ball now? We'll see. I sure hope so, because I want this sucker to end. You know what I mean? I want it to end. Time to focus on actually winning in the midterms. And to do that, you need domestic policy wins. You can't have $4 gas. It's just a point. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully no doomsday plane will need to be used. So we'll see. See ya.